Welcome. This is the Peace Dealer, your favorite NPC and magician, and I am here to share with you my very first magic reading. This isn't necessarily my very first, but it's the very first that I'm going to put on this channel. This is not a psychic reading, so I'm not going to pick up certain insights and tell you about your life or what's going to happen in your life. This is more akin to your journey on this MMORPG, and you come across your favorite NPC, that is me, the Peace Dealer, and I am presenting you 3 paths that you can choose to walk down. In terms of magic crafting, we are now co-creating with the universe so that you can take any of these items or concepts, second house Gemini, that I am manifesting and move it forward with you. All right. The mechanics of this are for you to just accept the path that resonates with you and imagine any scenario with which you want to actually actualize it. There's really no footwork you have to do but to just practice law of assumption, be in that end state and claim it for yourself. You are receiving this from me. Your activation is to now do whatever you want with it, and now you will start to see synchronicities that align with your path, hence making this anything that you want to make it. So I just want to emphasize that the stuff that I'm saying doesn't have to be fatalistic or specific. You can actually take bits and pieces and edit it the way you want to. I just want you to see this as like a download pack that you can decide to choose and do whatever it is you want to. So this is the story crafting series. I'm going to share a story that gives 3 different viewpoints, and the one that resonates with you the most is the one that you want to choose and apply to your situation or situations any way you want. All right. On top of that, if none of them resonate with you, then that means none of the paths at this current moment are calling to you. This video is timeless, so you'll be able to watch this whenever. Maybe at some point when you watch it again, one of those paths might. Elements of all 3 paths will resonate, but one is going to call to you more. That being said, let us begin. We are going to be following the story of 3 different people around one major character and antagonist that we, for the purpose of this story, will call Joey, King Joey. All right. We're going to present 3 paths here. And for the first path, of course, King Joey is a very corrupt and evil dictator, and he has full authority over the land. In the castle that Joey operates from is one of these servants who we can name Rick. Rick is not at all with what Joey is about and only joined Joey's cause so that he can infiltrate from within. He has been biding time converting people within the castle, but all Rick needed was for the moment within to strike, while Joey was unstabilized enough so that he could take over from within. And what do you know? That hard work paid off. Even though everyone was telling Rick, this is impossible. What you're wanting to do is impossible. You can't change such a system like this. Miraculously, that moment came where we can say Joey had a run-in with another servant or someone had visited King Joey, and it threw King Joey off because what that person did was present some random threat, and Rick took advantage of this random threat, was able to stage a coup and destabilize the balance from within. At that crucial moment, Rick set off a flare that let everyone else know the kingdom was in jeopardy. That's story one. Story two, okay, is going to follow someone who's called Juliet. Juliet, with a burning passion, hates King Joey. Juliet is one with the society and people who Joey is oppressing. And even though people have been in despair, it's because of the light and the passion or compassion from Juliet that has kept people to still believe that there's a chance. In Juliet and others' attempts to overthrow King Joey. See, Juliet is no coward. She fights for her right. And over time, Juliet was able to convince people to join her cause, but all she needed was a crucial moment where at some level King Joey was stabilized and couldn't maintain that authority. And what do you know? That moment came. A flare came up from the castle, who she didn't know that Rick had his own mission to destabilize. And at that crucial moment, Juliet, or Julietta, was able to rally people and siege the castle and pull the impossible and take over King Joey. End of story two. Story three is an odd path. Unlike Rick or Juliet, we'll call this person Mo. Mo is actually nameless. Mo isn't necessarily known by people in the town, in the castle, or at all. To everyone, Mo is an outsider, a mysterious outsider who knows certain things, but doesn't necessarily feel like they can interfere with what everyone is going on. That being said, Mo has a, once again, very mysterious nature about him, in the sense that this nameless man who just calls himself Mo has the ability to influence things in ways they can't see. This was evidenced when Mo randomly told somebody to go visit the king. And even though this person who Mo told didn't necessarily trust that any of this made sense, they listened to Mo. And that person went to see the king, did what Mo told them to, and that took the king by surprise, which at the opportune moment, what do you know, Rick used in order to pull and stage the coup. End of story three. That was wonderfully vague so that you can fill in how that applies to you, but I just wanted to give you a general concept and idea. Story one is infiltrating the corruption from within. Story two is rallying support from outside to siege the castle. And story three, in some odd way, influences things in ways nobody can even perceive. So whereas people look at story one where that's impossible, you can't do it, and people look at story two like, no, it's hopeless. People don't really know at all what's up with story three. They just look at Mo like he weird and strange, but it's kind of mysterious. So that's what I got. I wanted to try this new reading style. If you guys like it, let me know, and I'll continue this series. Pretty please, if somebody can put timestamps for each of the stories, I will pin that comment as well. And let me know what you guys think of this. I got inspired to do this on a whim, and I wanted to take a more creative approach to co-creating so that I can assist you on your journey. Let me know if none of these resonated with you, because that's also important too. False dilemma would, for me, to be like, there's only these three options, but there's infinite options. And so if none of the three present themselves to you, you could play a different role. So that's like a ghost path. Comment down below what resonates with you the most, and let me know if you want me to keep doing this, because I could do this infinitely and we can just create. Y'all stay blessed as always.